predictions for the rest of the week?
Alright, why don't we start off with
the Titans-Ravens in London?
Titans-Ravens in London.
I have the Ravens taking this one. I don't think the Titans are very good. I don't think Ryan Tannehill is very good. I don't think D-Hop is enough to carry that offense. Their defense is okay, but I think Lamar Jackson, coming off a rough week, is going to bounce back and play a lot better. And they're going to win.
Yeah, I've also taken the Ravens in this one. Defense is too good, and even if their offense stutters, I just can't see the Titans keeping up with them. This could be a 10-plus point win here.
I think it'll be more than that. I also have the Ravens on this one. I think the Ravens' offense is just going to completely outproduce whatever the Titans do.
So if we're all wrong, this is just going to look really bad, isn't it? Our first ever prediction, and we just get it wrong.
Oh, we'll keep the record. We'll keep the record.
But no, Ravens should be able to clean it up. They're looking like one of the favorites in the AFC anyway. So I mean, this is
9:30 a.m. game. I will not be watching that game.
Are there any injury reports for that game right there?
No, I'm pretty sure everyone's healthy in that one. They're actually
just about everyone's healthy.
Who's their wide receiver one? Traylon Burks.
Traylon Burks is
wide receiver
two
now, but
maybe
he is
even
out
three.
for that game.
Yeah.
So
Westbrook 18 has more yards than Traylon Burks does. So
Traylon Burks is officially out for that game. So that's going to be even worse for the Titans, which means, I really cannot see the Titans getting anywhere in that. But
I feel like we don't talk about enough how bad the A.J. Brown trade was for the Titans. They gave him because they didn't want to pay him for Traylon Burks, who's not very good, and then just paid DeAndre Hopkins anyway, who's old. It doesn't make any sense.
They've built the Eagles. The Eagles have been amazing now because...
Horrific. Just horrific.
They got A.J. Brown.
Yeah, I don't support this.
The next game,
I'm mad.
The next game of the week looks a bit better. We've got Falcons Commanders playing against the Commanders.
Barn burner.
Early game. Who do we have in that one?
Well, you know me, as a true Commanders fan, I'm taking the Commanders. I think Sam Howell is really onto something here, especially last week. I think you can see the development already.
Of course. Keep a straight face here.
I agree that Sam Howell's good, but I am the number one Bijan enjoyer, and he will run for 100 yards and a touchdown this game against the Commanders. And the Falcons will win on the back of Bijan Robinson and nobody else.
I believe Kyle Pitts is going to do jack diddly shit, and the Falcons will still win this game.
Scary Terry Sam Howell. I think it could be a deadly combo in the future.
I think it'll be closer than I think it is.
Not now.
You never know. I mean,
I think Bijan, easy 100 yards. I think he tears it up. Could get a touchdown. But I do think it will be a closer game. Something like 3 points, maybe 7. But I don't see it being more than a one-score game in the end because I don't like either offense to really pull away and put on a big score in this one. So I think it'll be a low scoring, a lot of running, and I think the Falcons grind out the win in the end.
I think the Bijan Chase Young matchup is going to be interesting.
Yeah, Chase Young has been on a tear recently, so it will be pretty cool to see what he does against a real running back.
It will be interesting.
We've got the next game today. We got Bears-Vikings.
What an ass game.
At Vikings.
With no JJ. Vikings-Bears with no JJ. What an ass game.
Listen, it's going to be tough because,
Bears are coming off a big win.
The main appeal of the Vikings is having JJ. Without JJ, what are we thinking?
I have the Vikings taking this one. I
do have the Vikings.
I think the Vikings need to win this game. They're desperate. The Bears can lose this game and just get the first overall pick in a year and just be fine. They don't have to win this game. The Vikings have like a 36-year-old quarterback who's going into free agency. Justin Jefferson just got injured. They are desperate. I think Jordan Addison steps up. I think Alexander Madison steps up to an extent. And I think they win this game by probably like 6.
I have the Bears.
More than 6.
I have the Bears winning this game. I think Justin Fields and DJ Moore have been finding their rhythm lately. I think.
Lately?
Yeah.
One game?
Hey. It was a good game. It was a fucking good game.
I mean.
Okay, yeah, you know.
If they can do that again, I think they'll pull out on top of this one.
I've got to be with AJ here. I've also got the Bears. I think they're gonna pull through in this one. I think Justin Fields, although he's still not a great quarterback, I think he's going to be good enough that he's gonna scrape through against a Kirk Cousins-led Raiders team that hasn't looked. Vikings team that doesn't have really a good defense or offense. They've looked kind of as someone. They won 13 games last year. They were really expected to be much better, and they just haven't. All these one-score games are not going their way. It's going to be very close. I could see either team winning. I've got the Bears by 3.
Losing to the Giants really ruined the Vikings.
I think we're really seeing. I think we're really seeing regression from two teams who shouldn't have been in the playoffs last year, and that was the Vikings and the Giants. They were not good enough to be in the playoffs last year. Everybody kind of knew it, but the Vikings kept getting lucky in the one-score games. They won, like 14 one-score games in a row, and then they lose their first one in the playoffs. And the Giants weren't that good. Daniel Jones is not good. Saquon Barkley got injured. There goes the offense.
He didn't have to be good. We shut down JJ. You shut down JJ and you beat the Vikings.
Average JJ failure.
So
they lost Dalvin Cook. They lost Harrison. They lost Adam Thielen. And although Zay Flowers is brilliant, he's not a Raider. Jordan Addison is brilliant, but I don't think
them rookies.
He's a great wide receiver too, but Thielen's experience and how he lifted up that locker room really helped them. I feel like they're really missing a veteran wide receiver at the moment.
I think you don't know who Jordan Addison is and how good he is as a player.
He's brilliant, but we've seen the Vikings the Vikings have struggled.
I think tight ends.
The Vikings have struggled.
I think the tight ends will be.
They just weren't that good in the first place. I don't think they were ever that good.
But the Vikings, now that they've got TJ Hawkinson, that is also a really nice pickup. He's been playing well, and he will continue to play well. In my opinion, he is a top 3, top 5 tight end in the league, and he's been playing like it.
They still overpaid him though. I don't like that contract.
Yeah, but
still overpaid him.
I mean, they kind of have to go all in now with Kirk, and they want to get JJ to stay around.
Their season's already kind of over, so who knows what they're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's not looking great. Next game is Bengals at Seattle.
I have the Bengals winning this one with confidence. I think all of the problems in Cincinnati are fixed now. Joe Burrow, he knows Jamar Chase is always open.
He's always fucking open.
Always
fucking open.
I would fully agree with what James said. Joe Burrow in the game against Arizona, it's against Arizona, so I wasn't looking for that much. But he was legitimately rushing for yards, which is not something he could do the first 4 weeks of the season. He wasn't mobile at all. But against the Cardinals, he was getting out of the pocket. He was throwing it to Chase, and you know what? It worked perfectly. Jamar Chase might be the best receiver in the NFL. All right, he literally is always open. And you know what DK Metcalf said before this game? He said, "I think Devon Witherspoon got it." He don't got it.
We have got an injury.
Don't say that.
I was gonna say.
T. Higgins might return this week, but we're still not 100% sure.
And
it's pretty unlikely.
And DK might not play this week.
Expecting it.
No, DK's had this rib injury for like 4 weeks. He just kind of doesn't care because he doesn't have to care.
He also he didn't practice today.
He's just taking a rest.
Okay.
Yeah, he's DK. He hasn't missed a game.
The Bengals have a week 7 bye. The Bengals have a week 7 bye, which will help with Joe Burrow's calf getting it to a better state.
If they
can win this game coming into the bye, I think they can really make a run and still make the playoffs and be the Bengals we thought they were going to be. We've also got Geno Smith has a mild knee sprain. He is going to play week 6, but he is going to be limited with his rushing.
It's not going to go well for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
That's not great with Drew Lock also being questionable with an ankle injury.
I'm still. I was flip-flopping for a bit, but then I have to go with the Bengals. They're just the talent, their potential. They might win this game by 3. They might win this game by 23. I could not tell you. Like they are. I don't know if they're back yet, but they're definitely better than the Seahawks.
We've seen that the Seahawks can struggle. The Rams beat them week 1, and I didn't expect that to happen. I don't think anybody expected that to happen.
Nope.
But they just weren't very good. Like, I don't think the Seahawks are that good. I think they've gotten lucky. I think here's their schedule so far. The Rams, who they lost to, the Lions, who they got lucky and beat in overtime, the Panthers, who suck, and the Giants, who suck.
That we do.
Like, there was only one good win so far, and it was in overtime against a team coming off an opening day win against the Chiefs. Like, it's hard to beat the Chiefs, and it's hard to recover from playing the Chiefs.
Yeah, 2 teams that were really good last year and have had some rough beginnings this year. Which they also had last year, though. So, can they recover the same again?
So, have we all got Bengals? Yep.
Yeah.
I think
Bengals,
Yeah.
All right. Well, the next game
Browns?
is, unfortunately, the Cleveland Browns
Do we really
playing the 49ers.
do we really have to talk about this one?
Cleveland Browns
49ers home.
without Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is not.
Well, Deshaun Watson, they're saying risky. It looks like he's not going to play because he's going to have decreased volume and accuracy. It doesn't look like he's going to play.
He was ruled out. He's been ruled out.
So he's officially ruled out. Yep.
He's not.
I think we can all easily say Niners 20 plus. Like,
I don't know, man. Jerome Ford's gonna go for 200 yards this week.
this could get really messy.
Nah, Niners winning this by like 24.
I could see the Niners winning by 24, but only because the Browns don't score. I think the Browns' defense is very good, and it's become a little bit underrated about how good it is. But their offense is not going to be able to score. They're not going to score a single point with Dorian Thompson-Robinson. They're not going to score a point.
I could honestly see like a 30-6 type of game where maybe they do drive, get a field goal or 2, but then the Niners are just going to be on top all game. And
yes,
if you want, so this is the best matchup you're going to get for CMC. Smashes over on the rushing yards. It's going to be good. He's going to be running it a lot because, yeah.
Honestly, I'm not sure that I would do that. The Cleveland Browns allow the 4th least rushing yards per game in the league, and they allow the least passing yards per game in the league. Their defense is really good.
That is a really underrated defense.
Dude, their defense is really good. But
if anything, the one thing I would
Deshaun Watson is overpaid.
Avoid Brock Purdy lines. Avoid Brock Purdy's lines. I don't trust much.
Depends on what Brock Purdy's lines are, honestly. If it's like 250 yards, I bet the over.
I think it's going to depend more on Myles Garrett's last injury report because he was limited today in practice.
Yeah, that if he's
probably.
Out,
but I know Njoku didn't practice at all today. The Browns are in shambles.
We shouldn't be spending time on this game. We know it's going to be
it's going to be an absolute bloodbath.
So the next game, unfortunately,
also a fucking bloodbath.
Dolphins at the Panthers.
Miami by 50.
There was news today that has come out. If I can find it in here, A-Chain, week 10
out with a knee
They're
injury.
thinking a week 11 return for him. He's definitely out week 6, week 7.
It's a shame because
they might keep him out more.
He looks well. Here's the thing: they don't really need him. Like, they don't need him. They're a heavy pass offense. He's fantastic. He looks like the second coming of Chris Johnson with how fast he is and how just electric he is. But they don't need him. They have Tyreek Hill and they got really good backup running backs. And they have Waddle and they have a lot of good players.
The Dolphins might be winning by so much at halftime that Chase Claypool might actually do something in the second half.
That is. If Chase
Like Chase
Claypool's line
Claypool.
is over 0.5 receptions, smash it. He will get a reception.
Claypool,
It'll
honestly,
probably be for a touchdown.
Braxton Berrios, I think he could do something with a catch or two, because it's just going to be... This game's going to be over at halftime.
Incoming.
Braxton Berrios, known football man. Known.
Known.
If you get the reference, you get the reference.
Yeah.
So we've all got Dolphins, I'm guessing, in a
Dolphins,
pretty convincing victory.
I think the Dolphins are going to win
one,
37-7.
I think it'll be more than that.
Yeah, that's,
Trust me, I think they hit at least 50 this game.
I think
42.
I think they'll be up. I think the touchdown the Panthers score will be in the fourth quarter.
I think now that Mike
The Dolphins will
McDaniels,
have basically done nothing.
I think now that Mike McDaniels knows what the record is, he's gonna go for it this game. He's putting up 72. He's putting up 72 this game.
I don't think
in the next game, we've got a little bit closer. We've got the Jags at the Colts.
Colts know Anthony Richardson. He's on IR. He'll be out at least 4
Anthony
games.
Richardson is gone. So
I have the Jags.
oh, listen,
I
Gardner
have the Jags
Minshew has
winning as
been
well.
really good. Gardner Minshew has been brilliant as a backup, but he's not Trevor Lawrence level. Trevor Lawrence is definitely a massive step above him. I prefer.
Oh, this is a Minshew revenge game.
The,
Minshew revenge game.
I definitely prefer the Jags' weapons with Etienne, Ridley, and Kirk.
Especially last week, Etienne
But
had an amazing
Etienne did
game.
look electric last week.
I would be taking some. I'd be smashing some betting lines on Josh Downs. Gardner Minshew has loved throwing to Josh Downs, loves it, and they're going to have to throw a lot in this one, being down early. I would take some Josh Downs lines if you can get something around the 60-yard mark. I would slam that over. I think he does that.
I think the Jags are going to win this game. I think they're going to win it by probably about 15 points. Probably about. I think Gardner Minshew plays okay. I don't think he throws an interception, but I don't think he can keep up with Trevor Lawrence. And they have better weapons. And Jonathan Taylor isn't really fully there yet.
I don't know if it's better weapons. I think it's just more.
The Colts are kind of a mess.
I don't know if it's better weapons as it's more of just more consistent weapons.
I think they're better. I think Etienne's better than Zach Moss. I think Ridley's better than Pittman. I think Christian Kirk is better than Josh Downs. I think Evan Ingram is better than their tight end. I think Zay Jones is pretty good wide receiver.
I guess I've kind of got a hot take then. I think the Jags only win by 7.
I think it'll be a real close game. I could totally see this being I could totally see this being a field goal game, like 21-24.
Obviously, that Jags-Chiefs game earlier in the year, I feel like it's going to be something like that. But the Jags getting out on top. Something really close, scrappy, but they get the job done.
Yeah.
I mean, even last week for the Jags against the Bills, it was close.
We've got the next game, Texans at the Saints.
I have the Texans winning this one. I think CJ Stroud is going to continue with his hot hand, and I don't think the Saints are very good.
I was going to say, we've got both teams. Well, we've got one team coming off a 2-point loss. Texans lost to the Falcons, unlucky. CJ Stroud played brilliant. The Saints just absolutely fucked on the Patriots 34-0. But it seems like Patriots are allowing that every week, so... I also have the Texans. I don't know. I really like CJ Stroud. He's possibly one of my favorite rookie quarterbacks I've ever seen play. I'm really high on him, and I think the Texans win by about 3-7. I think it's a close game, but I think CJ Stroud will show us why he should be the leading candidate for Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Sure.
So Bijan's stupid.
I mean, A-Chain's been making a case recently.
Oh, well,
until he got fucking killed. Until he got killed.
5 big injuries. So.
Yeah.
James, what do you think about this game?
I originally had the Saints winning, but upon hearing the discussion and looking at the stats a little bit closer here, I think the Texans are going to win this one. CJ Stroud.
I could see this game going either way. Like, this very easily could go either way. However, with Robert Woods and Tank Dell both being questionable, I think they'll probably both play, but with them both being questionable, this definitely could go either way. I do still have the Texans winning this, because CJ Stroud is just him, but...
Do we have any updates on Chris Olave? Because he did injure his ankle in warm-ups last week.
It seems like he's probable.
Probable with a toe injury.
They've been having to monitor his practice, so...
No.
He was a full participant in practice today.
Yeah, he'll play.
Right, so he'll be fine then.
Yeah.
The next game we have the Raiders at the Patriots.
God.
Oh, shit show game.
Very
3-0 game.
Just bad teams.
Yep.
3-0 game, 150 yards of total offense on each side.
7 interceptions. Jimmy Garoppolo has 7.
Raiders coming off a very scrappy victory, and the Patriots coming off getting blown out. What are our thoughts?
Well, I mean, 7 interceptions for Jimmy Garoppolo, 6 for Mac Jones. Nothing's going well in this game, but I have. I don't even know who I want to win it. I don't even know who I have winning this. No one's gonna win this game, but I think
someone's gonna lose this game.
Someone's gonna lose this game. No one's gonna win this game.
Yeah, the loser of this game is whoever is dumb enough to turn it on and watch it.
You're not wrong.
I will give some advice right now. I did, in my fantasy league, pick up the Raiders defense against the Patriots, because I think Mac Jones is garbage. I think he's bad. I don't think he ever was that good. And I had the Patriots being in the hunt for Caleb Williams. That's what I have them doing this year. I think they're going to lose this game. I think they're going to lose this game much worse than they ever should. I think Jimmy G is going to look good in this game. I don't
Jimmy G looking good? Not on the Niners? What?
The Patriots are done. I think their season's over. I think they've given up. I think, dude, Bill Belichick might retire at this point. I mean, this
might be Belichick's last season.
It should be.
It should. Wow. So I have the Raiders winning this game.
I was honestly looking at the Patriots for a while.
Why did I?
But there's more news on Ramondre apparently still not being healthy for this game. Still going to be in a split with Zeke. I've got the Raiders, but I think it's going to be closer than people expect.
Incoming Zeke breakout game.
I think the Patriots are much worse than you think they are. I think the Patriots are much worse than you think they are. I think you might think the Saints are much better than they actually are.
The Raiders?
Saints.
Yeah, because the Saints blew out the Patriots.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm tracking.
Yeah. We've got next the Buccaneers at the Lions.
This might have been the hardest game for me to pick.
Game, actually, I'll be there.
Oh, nice.
Can we get some sideline reporting?
No.
The Buccaneers at Lions. You're going to Detroit?
No, it's in Tampa.
I don't know why it's got marked there as...
It's definitely Lions and Buccaneers.
Congratulations, Aiden. You've just doxed where you live.
I have the Lions. No, I didn't. I have the Lions winning. I know Sam Laporta might be questionable, but Amon-Ra St. Brown is probable, and David Montgomery is playing. And as soon as I see David Montgomery playing, I know he's getting 35 carries for about 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. All right? I think the Buccaneers are fine. Mike Evans will probably play. If he doesn't play, they're screwed. But I think he'll probably play. But I just don't think the Buccaneers are as good of a team as the Lions are. So I got to pick the Lions.
Yeah, I'm taking the Lions as well.
I've got Mike Evans here. They reckon he's 50-50. So
if he's play, they're screwed. He doesn't play.
100%.
If he's out, I could see this being a 20-point blowout.
Yeah.
If he's not,
absolutely.
If he's in, I've still got the Lions. If he's in, could be more of a 10-point game, but I'm very high on the Lions. Might be Chiefs bias because they beat us, but man, they've looked brilliant this season. All the young guns are starting to shine again.
Cope.
Those Coke losing the opener at Arrowhead.
I think they're really good. I think they could be a sneaky. Obviously, they're not on the same level as the Eagles or the Niners, but they've been playing really well, and I think their future's going to be really good. Goff's been playing brilliant. He's got Amon Ra, and Sam Laporta's looking like the best rookie tight end.
Best rookie tight end we've had in a long time.
Defense is pretty good. Yeah. I don't see them losing.
AJ, I want to get your reaction to that because AJ's making some facial expressions over here. I want to hear what he has.
I was about to comment on my facial expressions that had nothing to do with this. I'm getting some whack ass fantasy notifications right now that I should not be getting.
Oh no, like what?
Like people dropping Joe Mixon for Tyler Boyd.
Yep.
Fantasy advice right now. Don't do that.
This is what happens when you join a Yahoo league with a bunch of 40-year-olds that don't actually watch football.
Don't drop Joe Mixon.
Our next game is.
I should go pick him up actually.
Rams at the Cardinals.
I'm gonna quickly pick up Joe Mixon.
I have the Rams winning this game as a Rams fan. The Cardinals are scrappy. The Cardinals will manage to be in this game, but I can't see the Cardinals winning this game. James Conner is out already, so they're down their starting running back.
Yeah.
The Rams defense has been pretty decent, and we've played some very good offenses. And I think the Rams play well. I think the Rams get the win coming off of a bad loss against the Eagles. Well, not really a bad loss, a frustrating loss. It was frustrating.
We've got the news on James Conner looks like he's more leaning towards missing 3 weeks than 1. So it's looking like he's gonna. It's not looking good. It looks like he's gonna be out for a bit. It doesn't really matter. The Cardinals should be trying to tank, but Josh Dobbs fucking thinks differently.
Josh Dobbs is okay. Like he's not bad.
I think the Cardinals are very underrated, but I also think the Rams are very underrated. I think the Rams win by 7.
I have the Rams winning as well.
I also have the Rams winning, but the Cardinals have a tendency to be in games they shouldn't be in, like the Cowboys game.
I think the Cardinals will be in the game, but I don't think they'll be. Sean McVay's not the type of coach that will lose this game. Mike McCarthy is the type of coach that will lose a game like that.
You guys are what, 1-3? I don't know.
2-3.
2. Okay.
Cardinals are 1-4.
Two of our losses are to the Niners and the Eagles.
We've got the line. The line here is 7.
Okay.
The line here is Rams by 7. I think that is perfect.
Yeah.
The Rams have had a really tough starting schedule. Schedule.
The Rams deserve this. The Rams deserve a game where hopefully they can get it done and move to 500 again and maybe start pushing for a playoff spot. With Cup and Puka Nakua breaking out, Tutu being pretty good, Kyron Williams being brilliant. I think things are looking up for the Rams.
Things are looking up for the Rams.
The next game we've got is
blowout.
The Jets at the Eagles. I think the Jets have got I think the Jets have a pretty good defense, but the Eagles have a better defense and a much better offense.
They don't have
Zach Wilson. As much of a blowout as like the Dolphins game, but I still think it's a 2, maybe a 3 score game.
Yes. Well, with
14,
the Dolphins,
20 points.
The Dolphins have the ability to score as many points as they could ever want to score. The Eagles' offense isn't as good as theirs, but the Eagles are just a very good, well-rounded team. They won't lose this game. They will win this game.
I could easily see something like a 21-3 scoreline with the Eagles kind of just.
I can almost guarantee that the Eagles will win this game.
I do think
honestly,
Zach Wilson is looking better though.
The line is 7.
Zach Wilson has been looking better, but he's still not.
I would be slamming the Philly line right now. I think
all of them.
They're winning by 7. No, the only the fucking spread. Philly by 7 is. I think that's pretty reasonable. I think they can win by a touchdown.
I think that they will win by much more than a touchdown.
Yes.
I think Zach Wilson is going to do some Zach Wilson shit and throw like 2 picks.
So I think worst case scenario is they win by 7. Best case is they blow them out by 30. So I think 7 is a pretty good spread. And cover your ears, AJ.
Oh, that's right. We have my game still. Yeah.
Sunday night football.
You know what?
Bills at the Giants. Giants.
Here.
Save me, please.
The Giants O-line looking like Swiss cheese out there.
What O-line?
It looks like you put me out in the O-line to block.
We did.
So
It's
exactly what we did.
And not getting sacked. I can't blame it all on Daniel Jones either. This O-line has been awful for him. He's made some bad decisions, but
he has 6 interceptions and 2 passing touchdowns. So that'll do that.
Giants are just they're in trouble.
Without
They're not good.
Saquon, we are nothing.
Well, Saquon's
Even
by
with
law
Saquon,
looks
you're
like
not
he's not
much.
playing.
And
Daniel Jones
Waller
might
looks
not play either.
like his age. Old.
Yep.
Daniel Jones does look like, because of the O-line being where it is right now, and he keeps getting this same injury, there's a very high risk that he goes in and plays, and if he takes too many sacks, he could end up like Tua.
It's
Oh
Just
no,
getting-
not Tua.
no. He won't end up like Tua.
He'll end up like Tua
concussion
last
only
year.
grows stronger.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here? Tua gets better. every time
That's
he gets
so
concussed.
real. Going from
Honestly, if the Giants are smart, they rest Daniel Jones.
because we're gonna
But
get blown
it's
out anyway.
Giants.
AJ,
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, all I'm saying is Cole Beasley is active this week. Cole Beasley revenge game against the Bills. Cole Beasley 2 touchdowns, 150 yards this week.
AJ, I have an idea for the Giants.
It won't happen.
There's this guy,
Who's
his
gonna
name
do
is
that, Joe?
Caleb Williams.
Oh yeah? Tell me about him.
He's pretty good. He's very good.
Is he?
And Drake May, he's also very good too.
So you could probably
and,
get a couple picks for
cutting
Saquon if you
Daniel
wanted to
Jones.
quick.
Actually, you know what? I want Bo Nix.
No, you do not want to.
This man wants bonus. This man wants bonus.
But we do. It's gonna be a bloodbath. In all seriousness, we've all got the Bills. I hope.
Yeah, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bills. The Bills are just
Yeah.
I think
The
Bro.
Bills are
Guys.
going to put up.
This will be the Giants at the end of the game. See this skull? That will be all of them dead.
I have a fantastic idea for all of us. All of us, before any Giants games, pick how many sacks we think Daniel Jones is going to take.
4.
Or
I think he's
I've got
taking
eight.
7 sacks. I think he's taking 7 sacks.
4.
Well, I was gonna say 6.
Right. Well,
6.
yeah. I think
Actually 0 because he won't play.
defense. Although,
That might be true.
That is fair.
I was recording it. There was a few Bills defensive injuries. I know Milano went
cares?
down. He looks like he's
Who
gone for a
cares?
couple of days,
It
a couple
does
of weeks.
not
Sorry. They had that corner. Forgot his name, but he's out for the season.
I'm pretty sure.
It won't matter. It won't matter against the Giants, but
I'm
like,
pretty sure the 4 of us could get through the
They got
Giants
better
O
teams.
line. I think the 4 of us
I
could
think
sack
so.
Daniel Jones.
I'm not true.
I mean, yeah.
Smasher, you could definitely sack Daniel Jones.
The Giants.
He just didn't have a camera on. People don't get it.
Just looks awful.
Smash is fat.
Our last game, if I can find it, is
Cowboys Chargers.
Cowboys Chargers.
Oh, I completely forgot about the Monday night game.
Monday Night Football.
Not gonna lie.
Chargers Cowboys.
This might be controversial.
I think the Cowboys are going to win this game.
Okay, so
I
it is
think-
controversial.
I think
I got the Chargers
I think
winning.
I think the Cowboys are coming off a horrific loss. I think this is the type of game where Mike McCarthy keeps his job for the rest of the year. This game will either save his job or it will kill his job. In my opinion, he should have been fired like last year. But no one listens to me. So,
Because you're a nobody.
This is the type of game where he saves his job. I think they'll win by like 7.
Well,
I think this is the kind of game where Dak ruins him. I have no faith in Dak.
You already did that last game.
Who do you think?
He's doing it again. You said you think that he's gonna get saved this game. They're gonna have this big win, but I don't see it
I
happening.
have 0 faith in Dak. I think Dak is
Exactly.
absolute garbage. Trash ass quarterback, bottom tier quarterback
agree.
in the league.
I agree.
His
pretty
decision making, not good at all.
A little bit of NFC East.
He
coming out here.
got bailed out last week by the fact that Sauce Gardner cannot catch at all.
I mean, like
2 weeks ago.
2
Like
weeks
2
ago.
weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. Yeah, my bad.
actually 4 weeks ago.
Whatever. Whenever the fuck.
Elvis still have something to watch.
Whenever the hell the Cowboys played the Jets, And Sauce Gardner dropped the pick
ago.
that hit him in the hands.
Hurricane Sauce.
Either way, Dak, not good. Bad decision-making skills. I have the Chargers winning this game. Definitely not only because of my NFC East rivalry or anything. Nope, not at all. I believe Justin Herbert is going to outperform Dak because he's simply just a better quarterback, even without Mike Williams.
I'm going to go with who I had initially, and I think the Chargers are winning. I think the Chargers get on top early. Eckler's coming back. I just think they're going to be too dominant in this one, and I think this could be the game where
that's right.
McCarthy
Eckler
loses his
is
job for
coming
good.
back this week.
I think this is a game where Brandon Staley loses his job for good. I think he's going to blow the game.
He deserves both of them.
I think Brandon Staley will have a lead with a minute to go, and it'll be 4th and 1, and he'll go for it and not just punt and give the Cowboys really good field position, and they'll go down and they'll score.
And then no, that won't happen because Dak will forget how much time is left on the clock and then proceed to run.
That was pretty funny. That was really funny. That was really funny. No, I think Tony Pollard, if he plays, it says he's questionable here. If he doesn't play, ignore everything I just said. They will lose if he doesn't play.